please do everything you can to just educate yourself on American history in general, especially right now when we're trying to argue some very important issues in our history right now. Jacob, dog wants to go out. Sorry, there you go. I bet she'll want to come in before I'm done shooting this video. It's hilarious. Anyway, especially everything that's going on right now with everything we've got going on with the Second Amendment and the economy and a lot of other things going on. The political air is thick. So educate yourself on American history in general. I get very frustrated. A lot of people just don't quite understand American history. And so this book right here is a fantastic stepping stone. It's a good way to get a good jump start in really understanding being American. So it's called The American Challenge. It's written by Robert C. Etheridge. Basically, he wrote this book because he had stumbled across a test for national citizenship, and he recognized that a lot of natural-born citizens couldn't answer those questions. And so he wrote this book. He put together a fantastic timeline. The first 95 pages are a fantastic timeline of American history. Following that are some very good information about each president, just a quick little paragraph on each president and how one presidency affected the other and that sort of thing. The maps and how the territories were laid out and when states actually were introduced to the country, time zones, that sort of thing. Founding documents. There's the Mayflower Compact from 1620 is in here. Let's see what else we got. The Declaration of Independence is in here. Constitution is in here. The Bill of Rights is in here. So a lot of information. How our government works, a good layout of how our government works, a good layman description of how things work and how our government works. There's a fantastic section here on the American flag, and if you want to lead by example by flying the flag, the proper ways to display and take care of the flag, conduct during hoisting, lowering, and passing. Flag should not be used for conduct during the national anthem. How to fold it, a lot of good information, just stuff that we as United States citizens just ought to know. Honoring the flag. It's something written by John McCain when he was a POW in Vietnam. A national motto. A lot of people don't even realize that we have a national motto. In God We Trust is our national motto. A lot of people don't recognize that we have an American's Creed. Okay, the meaning of our flag. So, I ask you, as an American, as a fellow American, put some effort into educating yourself on what it is to be an American and how America works and what it is. And when you're talking to someone about the Second Amendment and how important it is, be ready to defend the entire Bill of Rights. I was talking to another Second Amendment supporter the other day, and he was talking about, seizure, and they're going to take our guns and stuff. And I asked him, I said, well, don't you think that the Constitution and the Fourth Amendment will help in protecting you against that? So even if there are some issues with the Second Amendment, even if there are some illegal laws written on the Second Amendment, don't you feel like the Fourth Amendment will protect you from that seizure? And he didn't understand what the Fourth Amendment was. So it's important. It's important to really understand the whole big picture and not jump the gun and get too worked up and speak on emotion. It's better to speak on facts. So this book is a fantastic book. It's a great way to get started in educating yourself on American culture and American history and just facts about being an American and facts about our country. There's some speeches in here. There's speeches going back from Thomas Paine and Patrick Henry all the way to some speeches from Ronald Reagan and some other speeches, some modern day speeches that there's Ronald Reagan speaking of the Challenger disaster and his farewell speech, and Mayor Rudolph Giuliani's Yankee Stadium prayer service in 2001, and Colin Powell's address to the Economic Forum. So There's some fantastic speeches here, some poems and songs. Just there's a lot of stuff. So, again, in trying to stand up for our rights, be a better American by educating yourself on being an American. Does that make sense? Go out there and get it done. Let's do this.